This is One Frame Off, and I'm Jess.
I'm Brody.
Today I'm Zombie Rose.
Yeah, we've got Zombie Rose today.
Zombie Rose. Rose unfortunately has passed, and Zombie Rose popped out of the grave.
She's chillaxed and triple vaxxed, y'all.
Yeah.
I had to get my booster, okay?
I want to get my booster.
And it's kicking my ass. But yeah, I got up at 8 a.m. to do shit today. And I thought to myself, look, if I can get my ass up to do adulting shit at 8 a.m., then I can be here to record a goddamn episode.
And we appreciate you.
We very much do.
Yes.
So,
and we
the
appreciate...
Fauci ouchie has gotten the best of you, but you're still on your feet doing a podcast.
As a zombie.
Or in a chair, wrapped in a blanket and eating a popsicle. Either way.
I have a popsicle.
We're very appreciative of you today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, every day, actually. I
love you guys too.
We love you too.
I'm really feeling the love.
We love you. You gotta do what you gotta do to stay healthy.
But, you still, even then, you still have shit to do. You gotta do it.
So really quick, guys, what are we drinking today?
Silence. Brody, what do you
Nobody
got?
wants to talk about it? I'll jump in right now.
Brody.
I got mine. I poured myself it's a whiskey episode, y'all. So it's gonna be a good one. I got the Tin Cup American whiskey, and I gotta say, I think it's just because I'm used to North Carolina whiskey. It's really not for me.
No.
You know what I mean though, right? North Carolina whiskey specifically, it has smoky caramelness. I had Quinn's whiskey on a few episodes ago. I think that was episode 2 or something.
Yeah, it was early.
And that was my guy. But this is it's good for mixing and
it's an old friend that you sometimes talk to.
Yeah. I don't want to shit on it because I'm drinking it and I am enjoying it, but
yeah, it's like an old friend.
Yeah.
You haven't seen in a while.
An old friend or an old fashioned.
Yes.
There it is. Put that on the label. Tin Cup, sponsor me.
I am super basic today. I am just drinking a giant grapefruit White Claw.
At least you got the grapefruit.
Yeah, I like the grapefruit one a lot. It's not super sweet.
I told her to get the mango today, and she goes, "I'm thinking
grapefruit. Yeah, we were at the grocery store before we did this today. Rose is drinking a orange Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta recover.
Yeah.
Look, guys,
Dark
alcohol
hydrating.
is not my friend today.
No.
So I've got my Outshine popsicle, and my Gatorade.
Yeah, Outshine, sponsor us.
Yeah, someone sponsor us, please.
Just not Pepsi.
Just give, maybe not. Just give us money.
So something really exciting is happening on Friday, guys. Do you know what it is?
Oh yeah.
What is it?
Diamond and Pearl remake's coming out. Yeah. Well, it's probably going to be out by the time this episode comes out.
It'll already
we're
be out,
excited
but it
because
doesn't
that's
matter.
the future for us.
Yeah. Oh, we're so excited here at One Frame Off. We are huge Pokemon nerds, and today, specifically, we are going to be covering a few Pokétopics. So, the biggest one that this is a discussion I've had with both Rose and Brody before, and with other people that will just listen to me talk.
I would say that this is my perfect vetting question whenever I'm trying to get to know someone. Everyone has that question. It's how weird is this person? This is my go-to question.
The question we're about to ask.
Yeah.
Disclaimer, I'm a baby Pokemon trainer. I'm a baby Pokemon trainer.
You're a youngster, Joey.
Because
she's a young... Oh.
No, I started with Ultra Sun and Moon and then just got in my case about getting Sword and Shield. So I very new, very recent. So
I tried to get Rose to play Crystal, and that still hasn't happened yet.
Or Crystal
or Silver or Gold. Yeah, Silver, and I bought Gold.
But we're not really here to discuss the game specifically about Pokemon.
No. That'll be another episode. Today we want to discuss which Pokemon would taste the best.
Because it's November.
And we're just thinking about food all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, in general, but these are 2 back-to-back food episodes, so...
Yeah. We wanted to do this for the food episode, but we realized we could really deep dive into this, and let's just make a whole Poketalk on what we'd munch on.
There will be lots of side notes, obviously. We do that all the time, but, bear with us. There's probably going to be a plethora of other things that we discuss besides which Pokemon would taste good.
Of course.
Jumping right in, though, I'm going to say in the newest generation, Galarian, hands down, it's going to be Alcremie or Appleton.
Right, which for those who aren't Pokemon knowledgeable, one of them is made of cream and the other one's a worm and an apple.
Yeah, well, so that's Applin.
Yeah,
I believe. So Applin is a little dragon Pokemon that makes its home in an apple, and when it evolves, depending on which version you have, well, it does in Shield. In Shield, Appleton looks like a turtle, and in Apple Pie had sex with Pete's dragon. In Shield, you get Flapple, which is like the worst fucking Pokemon I've ever seen in my life.
The crossover of Pete's Dragon and American Pie.
That's literally what it looks like. I'm pulling up a picture right now.
So what does it feel like? Warm apple pie.
That was really good. So I know for a fact that those two would taste the best.
Jess just typed in Appleton, and apparently it's a city in Wyoming.
In Wisconsin, which is not shocking either. Love you, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
alrighty, gang.
Wyoming,
just in case you need a refresh, this is Appleton. Look at that cute baby.
I mean, it's literally an apple pie
on top of Pete's dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whoever discovers these Pokemon the first time must think to themselves, "Man, I'm gonna eat that."
Well, don't children eat?
They
Appleton?
do. So that's actually in the Pokédex entry. I'm pulling it up right now. Okay. It evolves into Applin when exposed to a sweet apple. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Its body is covered in a sweet nectar, and the skin on its back is especially yummy. Children used to have it as a snack.
Used to.
Appleton. Well, we all know there's no way they're still not picking on them.
Oh, of course.
There's absolutely no way.
Picking on them.
Anyways, Appleton always a soft spot. I usually put him on my team for a little bit when I play Sword and Shield just because I think he's so cute. But he's not really a great Pokemon to use. Or maybe that's the luck I've had. I don't know.
I always have a Sylveon. I know this is going backtracking, but I always have a Sylveon on my team.
Oh, yeah. For me, like, if I can ever get my hands on a Lapras, I'm doing that.
Oh, yeah. I've always got a Pikachu. I mean, if we're talking about our favorites on the team, I've always got a Pikachu.
Yeah.
And a Vaporeon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with
I always have a Vaporeon.
Any of the evolutions is like a whole other, like...
They're so aesthetic. They're so aesthetic. But, so Appleton would for sure be probably one of the most delicious. And then Alcremie, which is like, I believe evolves from Milcery, which is just like a little dollop of cream.
Yeah.
And to evolve Milcery in the game, you have to rotate your character in a circle. So you have to whip the cream to make Alcremie.
You whip the Pokemon.
You do. You really do.
What?
You spin in circles to evolve Milcery into Alcremie. And depending on the time of day and like if you turn left or right and how long your rotations go for, determine the color of your Alcremie.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's a Pokemon that is very literally by its biological makeup whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. So without a doubt, in the most recent version, those would be the two most delicious. Does anybody else have any thoughts on which Pokemon would taste best?
I mean,
I do want to say like we don't need to mention Slowpoke because we all know that their tails are coveted and delicious and always stolen by Team Rocket in almost every game.
That is very canon to like the game of the Pokemon entry and like the actual item you can get. Like you can.
I like Magikarp.
Magikarp would be good. It would just be like, you know, if you need like a fish to cook. Definitely
yeah, maybe. Or I don't know. I always like kind of imagine Magikarp to be like really bony and scaly.
I mean, it's just a.
There's got to be a better fish to eat in the Pokemon universe.
Brody has
Yeah, I've never actually had rattlesnake, but I know it's good. So
is that Sir Viper?
That's another good one. I pulled up Superior. It's like a starter. Yeah.
Snivy, baby.
Snivy turns into some other thing that turns into Superior, which
Superior
is just like
really cool.
It's just like a very grassy snake, and I think that would taste good.
It might.
Probably tastes like chicken.
Yeah, I've never had snake before, so I couldn't tell you whether or not that would be good.
I have not had snake or alligator, even though they're on like my list of things.
I've had alligator sausage. It's not that great. I mean, it's definitely worth trying. Like you should try it.
I've heard like it's just like not anything special.
They taste like what they eat. You know. I don't think I've ever had venison, but I've had elk, and it was you could taste and like smell like the wintergreen. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like the pine. It just such a different taste. But really good. If you guys ever have a chance to try elk, I really do recommend
What's
it.
that Pokemon that's like a giant deer, but it changes with the seasons?
You know, I do know that Dan from Game Grumps, that's his favorite Pokemon, and I know that, but I
mean,
don't
that's
know
a solid choice.
Yeah. I don't know the name, though, but I know that that's Dan's favorite Pokemon.
I remember when Pokemon Snap came out, I just, like, spent days getting only that Pokemon.
With the puffy cheeks, right? Stantler.
No, wait, I'm thinking of something different.
I'm thinking of Stantler. I know you're talking about the seasons deer, right?
Yeah.
So, but Stantler is Dan's favorite Pokemon.
That one legendary in the Sword and Shield?
Stantler would taste good though.
That's a
there's
fluffy butt.
That's a big old fluffy butt on that Stantler right there.
I would like to think it's a tail. I like how I pulled up a picture of Stantler and then there's just like a caption that says, "Is Stantler the worst Pokemon?" Question mark.
I mean.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh well, tomato.
No, what's the name of that one legendary though in Sword and Shield expansion?
I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Sword and Shield.
So that's from Black and White, I think.
Is it?
Is it a deer?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah.
Is it blue and it's got the big like crown of antlers? Oh, that's Xerneas. That's Pokemon X.
Xerneas.
Yeah. You
That's
can get them in the dungeon adventure thing and the Crown Tundra.
Yeah.
It's like top tier game meat right there.
Yeah.
And speaking of legendaries, though, so in some cultures here back into reality, some cultures for powers of status would go and hunt down the rarest animals in the world or in their like area. So what legendaries would you guys go and eat? Would you eat a legendary?
I mean, for nothing else than like the vanity of it all.
I'm trying to think of a legendary that I would actually want to eat.
I want to say, this is probably going to sound really bad, Kyogre from Pokemon Sapphire, the big whale.
I would want to eat Mew.
What?
Hold up. No.
That is vicious. I'm here for it.
That's
but,
savage.
My God.
Go on.
Yeah, that's
If
terrible.
anything,
Tell me
like
more.
I said for vanity, for the hell of it. Because we're talking about status and power.
Right.
For eating
But
legendaries.
It's adorable. It's adorable and intelligent.
You know, it's really great that you said that though, because I think like unanimously Mew is probably like one of the most loved Pokemon. I mean, if we're taking like Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pikachu off the table entirely, like Mew is so coveted.
Yeah. It's a little kitty.
Yeah.
It looks like a little kitty.
It does look like a little cat.
Yeah.
A little
and some
psychic,
cultures
hairless cat.
Actually eat cats. They do eat felines.
Well, yeah.
Probably not the best meat though, right?
No, there's no way it's that good.
I was thinking about Kyogre because kind of the same thing. Like it's whale. You know, they used to use whale for all sorts of stuff. They used the blubber.
You could just eat a Wailord though. Wailord.
A whale oil?
Yeah.
I mean,
would you use oil from Kyogre?
I mean, we have electricity, so probably not.
Jess, what about you?
I don't think I would ever be in a position. Like if someone caught the Pokemon and butchered it and served it to me, yeah, I would try it. But I don't think I would
what
go
would that
through.
Be, though? What would it be?
If I had eaten a legendary?
Yes. Like it.
Gosh.
So say I'm not. You didn't catch it, but someone served it to you.
Let's say you go to a
restaurant. The thing though about a lot of the legendary Pokemon in general is like they're not as easily categorized into subsets like the rest of the Pokemon. I think, and they look so badass too. Like they just don't look edible to me.
So you would eat Thundoras?
I don't know who that is.
The Thunder.
It looks like a big genie.
Yeah, it looks like a giant genie.
I would eat. No, is that the one with like the tentacle coming out of the cloud?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, gross. No, I wouldn't eat that thing.
I'd eat that tentacle.
No, maybe the tentacle. I'm like, let's get basic here. I could do like a Moltres.
See,
Ooh,
there we go.
Yeah, like that's something.
It's gonna be spicy.
Yeah, that's something tangible for me to say that I would eat. Would be like one of the 3 legendary birds.
Okay, you say that. If I had to choose a legendary bird, I would probably go Articuno because I'm assuming it'd probably be like chicken, but like has like that menthol kind of hit.
From Kanto or from?
Oh, like the newer one.
The Sword and Shield ones are.
Stick to
I
the
liked
original.
the redesigns, especially of Articuno.
Would you do Articuno?
I would do like original Articuno.
They made Articuno Psychic though, correct? Like all purple and like with like the mystery like wings. Like,
I did not play the DLC. I just remember Zapdos. They gave it the redesign where it's got the big feet now.
Yeah. Zapdos you have to chase down, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you have to chase them around the wild area.
Yeah, they turn it.
Looks like a Roadrunner.
I was gonna say Chocobo.
Well, and didn't they turn Moltres into like a fighting type?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They redid a lot of it. I'm down for that though. I like the retyping of classic Pokemon and all.
If I could just gotta like digress a little bit, I would totally play a whole Pokemon game that's just like the original 150 but completely retyped.
Yeah, you could. Have you ever seen like a randomized Nuzlocke?
Go on.
Okay, so I've never done it before because what?
Isn't this a Game Grumps thing?
No, it's just like a way to play Pokemon in general. So.
I know a little bit about Nuzlocke, and for the audience, it's just like the idea is you play with all your Pokemon, and if it's dead, you can't revive it. It's just dead
if it
forever.
faints, it's dead to the world, and you can only catch one Pokemon per route. So you can't just go out and catch tons of Pokemon. You're limited to one per route. And if it passes, like if it faints in battle, it's done for. And you can set limits to like only one usable item per game or none at all. It just depends on your play style and how much of a challenge that you want. But it's pretty much just a more challenging way to play the game. Lots of YouTubers do Nuzlocks, but then they'll do random Nuzlocks. And I've got a few of my favorites that I watch, but it's where they will either hack their like DS or their Switch to where everything's randomized. So all the Pokemon, their typings are randomized, their locations on the map are randomized, and their move list is randomized too. So it just makes, and their evolutions are randomized. So just because my Squirtle evolves, it can evolve into anything. You have no idea.
I hate that.
I love it.
You hate that? I can imagine that from like
it's just more challenging.
If I was like a Twitch streamer who like has like over the top reactions, I could definitely see myself like getting into
I could do that. Yeah. But no, just in general, I hate that.
I love it. It's so much fun to watch. Like, I put it on when I'm doing chores or like, pretty much chores. I was gonna say homework, but I don't do homework anymore. I'm a fucking adult. You know what I'm saying. Brody, you should definitely check out Nuzlocke randomized Nuzlocks. They're super fun to watch.
I will.
Yeah, you really should.
While you were talking, I was going through Cerebi.com for more Pokemon.
Oh,
kind of licking my lips because now I'm kind of hungry. I'm in the mood to eat some Pokemon. Krabby and Corfish, Pokemon that are literally just like big old crabs and lobster kind of things. That's an easy one.
Yeah, they would be delicious.
Doesn't Ash even like call out like, "Professor, you're not eating my Krabby, are you?" In the anime, right?
Probably.
That's like one of the Pokemon
look,
that he has shown.
The anime. There's so much of the anime, and there's so many so many things in the anime, and it's all mistranslated, like you said. It's just a fucking fever dream trying to remember anything that happens. Like,
yeah, and if it's real or if it isn't. Yeah.
Before this, I asked, "Hey, does anyone remember the episode where Ash turns into a Pikachu?" And y'all looked at me like I was a goddamn freak.
No, I didn't think it seemed like it wasn't possible. It was just like I cannot recall.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
but we all remember the Sabrina episode.
We all remember the Sabrina episode.
Yes.
Humans turn into dolls. Ash dies and turns into a ghost.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they went balls to the wall on a lot of these.
I mean, to be fair though, humans turn into Pokemon in the Ryan Reynolds Detective Pikachu.
Oh yeah, so that's just something that happens in this crazy Pokemon world.
And it's never that shocking. Like, it should be like, we should take you to a hospital. No,
yeah, really.
That never occurs to anybody.
Just dissect you, see what's happening.
Yeah, never.
Or, just have a Pokemon treat you. I think we had an entire conversation about me being amazed that healing.
Yeah,
it was just like a hypothetical we brought up.
Yeah, I remember it started off with you just like thinking like, Pokemon moves don't work on humans because they take fire blasts to the face all the time.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, but what if I just want to go to sleep and I have a Bulbasaur by me and it's like, hey buddy, just give me some sleep powder real quick.
Yeah, well, it's because
melatonin ain't doing it. Give me some sleep powder.
It's a children's show, and they don't want anyone to get seriously hurt. But like we mentioned, like Jigglypuff's sing will put people to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is an attack. It's not really portrayed that way in the anime, but it's an attack.
Miltank has a whole move that's just drink milk. and that makes you better. Which, by the way, Miltank easily can be made into a burger.
Yeah, Miltank would be delicious.
And you can make cheese with
Miltank is your best all-around Pokemon to have. And like in the Johto region, one of the first places of note that you encounter is a Miltank farm.
I like Tauros.
Yeah, Tauros is
Tauros
cool.
is good.
As far as me using Tauros in the game, I never do. But aesthetically, Tauros is cool and would probably be delicious.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's the equivalent of a bison, right?
Like a bull. I think Tauros is a bull, so like a cow.
Cow, like a bull.
Yeah, like a bull. Yeah. For bison, we have buffalo.
Buffalo.
We got the buffalo baby.
Right.
So
I feel like that would be good, like real lean meat.
Yeah.
Get a good blend going in a burger.
Yeah.
A little buffalo,
you have to pick all the hair out.
Yeah, man.
Buffalo is super hairy. We didn't mention from first gen, because I said we're not going to talk about Slowpokes, but Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd even carries around its own leek for you to cook it with.
It seasons itself.
Yeah, it seasons itself.
It's
In
perfect.
the Pokedex entry, they say they were almost hunted to extinction because they were so delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Then who doesn't love duck? And if you haven't had duck, you need to try it. It's really
duck
good.
is good.
Duck is amazing.
Yeah,
It's not really like an everyday thing for me, but duck is good.
It is
be
expensive.
warned. No, be warned, because if you don't cook it right, it will turn into rubber.
That's true.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, it could be either the best bird you've ever fucking had or the worst thing you've ever tasted.
Yeah, try duck for the first time out somewhere where they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't want to spend all the money on those ingredients and then not
like
have it work out, which we've all been there.
Yeah.
So while we didn't have to do a ton of research for this topic because in general we don't like to do a ton of it. We're very off the cuff. But I did come across on Reddit something that a professor in 1998 wrote called the Pokemon Cookbook.
Which, by the
the
way,
epitome of Pokemon.
Which, by the way, this came out in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like hot off the cuffs as Pokemon was coming out.
Like it's been out for 2 years.
Yeah, we're having this conversation like decades after Pokemon
1996.
went out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forget I share a birthday with Pokemon.
Okay, so it's not long. It's him. It's on an EDU website. We will link it on the YouTube. K.S. Suslick. I'm not going to read the beginning portion. It's just him going on about how he decided, like, this is an idea I have for a quick best-selling book. Like,
didn't he even say, like, I would, but the copyright wouldn't allow me?
Yeah, I can't figure out a way around the copyright.
That's the one problem with this cookbook.
And
the copyright.
The copyright.
Yeah, and he makes sure to mention it's not a cookbook of cutesy kids recipes named after Pokemons. Rather, a culinary exploration of the preparation of Pokemons themselves using appropriate preparative methods to enhance their individual attributes.
This guy really liked P alliterations.
Yeah, well, I just love that he adds an S on a Pokemon like it isn't already plural.
Look, Pokemon was new to the world. He didn't learn all the science.
And I just imagine in my head he says Pokemons.
Pokemons. Yeah, just like every parent always said Pokemons.
Yeah. And then this is definitely what this guy called them.
Pokemons and the Pinkachus.
Yeah, the Pinkachus. We're going to Chipola for dinner. That's what we're doing tonight.
Going to Chipola. They'll serve Pinkachus there.
A little off topic. My dad, when I grew up and I watched Naruto, my dad would always call Kakashi Patch.
Patch?
Yeah.
Like he was a freaking pirate?
So like,
at least he was engaging with you.
I could just see him coming up to us as we're watching Pokemon. Are you watching those Pokemons again?
Patch Sensei.
Yeah.
He's using the Chittery.
The Pokemon.
Where's Patches? Dad, different show. Where's Patches? Why isn't he in here? Oh wait, he's coming up, Dad. What? He's like, is this Pokemon's Dad?
No.
I love that though. We love dads.
I can just see that.
We love dads, but
so this guy has a
good
few
dads.
recipes listed. He just has a few examples that he's written up, and I think it's pretty great that there's no original art. It's just like a clip art of some food and then the Pokemon card right next to it. Which
this is like old school Pikachu too. When he was like chunky and derpy.
Yeah, super
and he
cute.
has apparently a what is it called? The shock organ.
So I'm gonna read the recipe right now, just because this is how much thought this guy put into it, and I do love him for this. Okay, so this is the Pikachu sashimi recipe.
Pikachu sashimi.
A delicate dish high in protein and very low in fat. Extreme caution, however, must be taken to fully remove the electric shock organ to avoid poisoning.
Oh, that's the bad part. You'll get electrical poisoning.
Yeah, which like right then and there, you clearly don't know shit about Pokemon.
Yeah, no, there's.
You are not going to get poisoned from a Pikachu.
Well,
No.
to be fair, isn't it like I think he's trying to treat Pikachu at this moment like a pufferfish.
Yeah, which makes no sense. But I love the attention to detail. Hold on. So, serves 10. Work time, 30 minutes.
One Pikachu serves 10.
Total time, 60 minutes.
10-pound Pikachu. You had to get a 10-pound.
A 10-pound Pikachu, which seems like a tall offer.
Well, this is when he was back in the day before.
That's true.
Before he became like a TV star and blew up.
Yeah, that's true. The Pikachu from the original Pokemon card could be 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 10-pound Pikachu, freshly butchered.
Ugh.
3 cups of soy sauce.
Hold on, freshly butchered?
It's in there. That's what he said.
I'm just picturing that in my head, just like a butcher, like your usual butcher, and just like blood on the apron, and then there's just like a pile of Pikachu.
With like a little tail sticking up straight up from the pile.
Ripping out the electric poison sack.
I think he cuts around them. So hold on. 3 cups soy sauce. 3 cups hot Japanese horseradish, which is wasabi. Number 1. For the excision, one must take special care to use only wooden or stone utensils or chopsticks to avoid short circuits. I love that so much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes so much sense. I love it. I also like, I'm just now thinking about this, but is the Pikachu not incapacitated or hopefully dead while we're butchering it? Because I would like to think that the shock organs are kind of non-functional at this point, but it's not important.
I'm just gonna hope it's dead.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's dead already, but the meat, when very freshly prepared, causes one's extremities to tingle for several hours due to the mild neurotoxicity of the meat.
Well, to be fair, some fish are like that, though.
No, I mean, absolutely, but Pikachu's a mouse. It's literally an electric mouse Pokemon. Number 2, using a very sharp obsidian knife, in parentheses, all caps, no
Dragon
metal.
glass.
Fillet the Pikachu by making an incision along the sternum and then along the base of the rib cage. The fillet will pull away from the rib cage, exposing the electric shock organ immediately beneath the rib cage. Do not touch. Take care not to puncture this organ.
You'll release the electric poison and kill everybody.
Ugh.
You know, I'm reading this too. I'm thinking like, man, this guy must have been really pissed when he saw the Pokenatomy book that got made.
Oh. He's like, those bastards, they stole my idea.
They stole half my idea. 3, chill the fillet. Okay, it says chill the fillet chilled for 30 minutes and slice thinly. That makes no sense, but chill the fillet for 30 minutes and slice thinly.
Okay.
Serve on a platter decorated with green onion or red carnations. 4, best served with soy sauce mixed 1-to-1 with hot Japanese horseradish. Which, by the way, I've been told by Japanese people you never should mix soy sauce and wasabi together to dip sushi in. So
that's the one problem with this guy's recipe.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to nitpick.
Not the butchering of your favorite cartoon character.
Oh, he even adds caloric information. So each serving, about 400 calories, 90 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fat, 6 milligram cholesterol, and 585 milligrams sodium.
You know, I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's not accurate.
I don't think it's accurate either. I think it would be less calories.
I think that's... I would even dare to say that's pure speculation.
Yes!
No, we're forgetting that it's 10 pounds. This is a 10-pound Pikachu.
This is okay.
And I really quickly, I'm not going to read the second recipe, but I want to run through some of his other ideas that he just is spitballing here at the end. Togepi sunny side up.
Makes sense. Big ol'
Weedle sushi, which sounds revolting.
Oh, like that's the one thing I want on my sushi. Bug.
Yeah. Steamed crabby in the shell.
Which
delicious.
I said.
They eat that.
Been there, done
Plank
that.
roasted Magikarp.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Tangula pasta with Alfredo sauce. Which actually, you know, I've had zoodles. I would imagine it's similar.
You know,
what's inside the tentacles? Are there bones? Like, have we thought about this?
I just assumed it was eyes.
You think there's eyes in the tentacles?
That's the whole joke, right? It's just
a big
what
knot? What do you think makes up the inside of the tentacles? Like
inside the I assume cytoplasm or whatever the hell is in plants.
And okay, so those are his brief ideas, and then it just says, yeah, this is somewhat grisly humor, but having spent hours and hours seeing the movie, in parentheses twice, watched hours and hours of the cartoons, listen for hours and hours to my son talk about the relative merits of one Pokemon over another, their appeal is beginning to wane. ... That's literally, that's it. That's
my
it.
one criticism, and this is like my improvement for the recipe. Instead of Alfredo for the Tangela, why not do pesto?
Yeah, I'm down with you on that one.
No,
Pesto.
Have you ever had just like pesto, spaghetti, cream beans, and potatoes in there?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. That's what I would do.
I put Italian sausage usually in with pesto. And we'll just saute whatever or aromatic I have around with it.
Yeah, usually just like onion.
And then just like a fistful of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese is good on anything.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just met so many people who I've seen cook pasta though, and then they just hit the point of no return when they put in cheese, where it's just you've just made macaroni at this point.
No, you have to add it when it's on your plate is how I feel. Everyone's got a different taste level with Parmesan, and also it's super salty, so if you are not hugely into salt, I usually don't even really salt my pasta until after I've added the cheese because I won't know what's going on, you know?
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Adding the cheese after it's on your plate.
Yeah, Parmesan on top of pasta. If it's not a cheese-based sauce, just put it on top at the end. The heat from the noodles will melt it. But Parmesan doesn't even melt
Zombie
that
Rose
much.
disapproves.
Zombie Rose disapproves greatly.
What's your pasta method?
You mix it all in together in the pan, the cooking pan that you're using.
I like an al dente Parmesan. I like the different textures.
You're more of a one pot kind of gal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So I just felt like I had to bring up that article because I stumbled upon it and I thought it was the funniest thing.
It is pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious that he takes it so seriously, and it's on an actual educational website.
It is. It's a .edu, and it's just amazing. I'm sure there's other stuff that people have created that's similar. But this guy took it very seriously.
Can you think of any Pokemon that are just off the table, never in a million years would I eat that?
Mr. Mime.
Oh,
Mr. Mime.
Yeah, the little homunculus Pokemon.
Oh,
yeah.
Ditto could be anything though.
Ditto could be anything.
Ditto could be a human.
Okay, that got one of that.
Zombie Rose taking it.
I opened my mind to so many possibilities, and you showed me all the terrible ones.
Yeah. No,
Soylent Ditto.
I wouldn't eat a Ditto.
I was gonna say Muck.
Ew.
Oh yeah, Trubbish and Muck.
Trubbish and Muck would just be.
Muck, yeah.
It would just be. It's literal sludge and garbage. I'm not eating that. Geodude, probably not.
No, any of the rock types, it's not happening. Carkol, all those.
Can I ask a question? And this is probably just one of the things that always bug me. The Pokemon Magnemite, which is just a big metal ball with the magnets on it. Is it just metal, or is there flesh underneath?
We'll have to look at
Does it bleed?
Pokenatomy, but there's no way. And
it up now.
Yeah, there's no way it's just metal. There's got to be some stuff going on there, but it could have been created in a lab. I mean, there's.
Oh God.
There's nothing in the tentacles.
The first image that popped up goes back to what we were saying about Tangela, and it's what's in the noodles. I always thought the Tangela was a big knot of vines, and this is depicting the core, and it is very haunting. It looks. Look at that.
I see it.
I'll put up an image. Possibly, I may have to censor it. It's just gross. I was.
Go to Bulbasaur.
Oh, Bulbasaur, yeah.
Go Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
What's in the
Bulbasaur
bulb?
would not taste good.
Yeah, but what's in the bulb?
It's a flower bulb.
The font is really small. I'm having a hard time reading it.
The picture that he's got up is really small.
Yeah, hold up. There's the Pikachu. I don't see the electric venom sac. So KS whatever. Professor KS question mark. Mm-hmm. I think your legitimacy on that cookbook is
it's being called into question right here, right now.
Look, man, I'm calling you out, and if you don't come on this podcast and explain yourself, you are no longer a professor.
Yeah,
I hate that. He just pulled up a completely different Pokemon.
It's coughing.
It's coughing.
Mm-hmm. It's just the poison producing gas, and
I'm gonna go with most of the poison Pokemon are gonna be pretty unedible, or that you wouldn't want to eat,
or just bitter.
Oh,
yeah,
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Can you eat Mewtwo?
Would it allow me?
I don't think you would be able to.
Like,
I don't think he would let it happen.
I don't think that would. It would probably taste like an Impossible Burger, just because it was made in a lab.
Yeah, you're right. And I'm not really in on those Impossible Burgers. It tastes like I can taste like the fake smoke flavor they add to it. Mm-hmm. And I would rather just eat a black bean burger.
Oh, black bean burgers is so good.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's not fair for me to say because I'm not a vegetarian. I tried it for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
So I can imagine if you're a lifelong vegetarian, it's exciting to have other options besides a black bean burger. But I mean, it's not for me.
If someone told me like, hey, you can no longer eat any hamburgers, you can only eat black bean burgers, I'm just like, okay, done deal, buddy.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
Give me some Chipotle aioli and some pepper jack cheese, and I will live a good life.
I agree. Black bean burgers are really good.
I will make you people black bean burgers one day. Mark my words.
I wouldn't have a problem with that. I eat mainly poultry anyways. Poultry and fish, which is why I would love to eat some Magikarp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of other fish Pokemon. But
I know it's not a legendary, but I think Gyarados would also just be like one of those things where it's like, haha, a feast of the mightiest thing in the ocean.
Going back to Jess's cookbook, she skipped over it, but Charizard could feed.
It says so I didn't want to like read all the recipes, even though there's only like 2 totally spelled out. But it's Korean style sesame barbecue of Charizard.
It takes 15 minutes to prepare 200 pounds of Charizard meat, and it feeds
500 people.
That's all they wanted.
I just pulled up the article on my phone. I'm not going to give all the ingredients, but it's 200 pounds of Charizard ribs, 300 large garlic cloves, minced.
15 minutes to prepare.
I love garlic, but that's too much garlic.
I don't know. With 500 pounds of meat?
Well, think about it.
That seems appropriate.
One like head of garlic is like, I don't know, 10?
Yeah.
So 30 cloves of garlic.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And then the rest is in there for the love.
Oh yeah, the love. I'm sure like a lot of it gets.
Yeah, you don't measure garlic with a recipe. You measure that shit with your heart.
You ask yourself, do I want to taste this, or am I kissing someone later? And
you say no to both of those questions regardless, and you put as much garlic as you want and whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess if you like cooking, here you go. Tips from the masters.
From the Pokemon masters of cooking Pokemon.
Lordy.
The Elite Four of culinary, the Elite Michelin 4. There he goes.
No, it had to be 6 if we're counting Gertie as our 4th.
Oh yeah,
She counts.
Gertie, Gertie's the champion.
Yeah,
Maru,
I support
Gertie,
that.
and Pumpkin are our champions.
Maru, Gertie, well, Pumpkin's way better. This is totally biased because I love Pumpkin, and Pumpkin is fantastic. Pumpkin is better. Pumpkin sleeps with her eyes open, looking right at me sometimes.
Oh,
that's creepy.
Gertie,
she loves me. She wants to see me when she sleeps.
Gertie sleeps on top of me like a little baby.
Akamaru sleeps like on my shoulder.
Oh.
He'll curl up in a ball if I'm laying
Rose's
down.
dog is so cute.
What would you do if
he just got a haircut?
What would you do if
So
Akamaru
cute.
did like the actual Akamaru thing and just fell asleep on your head?
Okay, so if you guys had to come up with your own Pokemon recipe, what would it be?
I kind of touched on the Tangela al pastor, just to make that a little fancy.
I would do Froakie fried legs. Froakie frog legs. I tried frog legs for the first time, maybe 10 years ago. And guys, if you haven't done it, fried frog legs are so fucking good.
I hear everyone say it tastes like chicken. Is that accurate?
It tastes a little bit different than chicken. I think people say something tastes like chicken when they don't know what it tastes like, but they like it. I think that's what people say it tastes like chicken.
Well,
What
if
does
something is just
alligator taste like?
I would assume, I haven't had it myself, but
I had alligator sausage. From what I remember, it's
gamey.
It was gamey.
Tough.
It was tough.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it.
I haven't had it myself, but there's just a lot of places where it's just available. You go to New Orleans or Alabama, and there's just New Orleans, Alabama, Florida, roll tide.
You could even do a Milcery sort of tartare or something to dip the Froakie frog legs in.
What about what's that Pokemon that's made of ice cream?
Oh, you're talking about
It's not made of ice cream, apparently.
Vanillish.
It's not
Yeah.
actually made of. It just looks like it's made of ice cream.
It's just an ice block, but it looks like an ice cream cone. I think we can pretend it's an ice cream cone, though.
Well, I'm just gonna say it's ice cream, so that way I can make a milkshake out of it.
Yeah, you could make a milkshake with al creme again.
Oh, yeah.
Al creme, milk tank.
Yeah, milk tank, al creme.
That'll
Swirlix is
that'll definitely bring all the boys together.
Yeah, Swirlix is literally just cotton candy.
Oh. How have people just not eaten the Pokemon world?
They do. It's like a lot darker in the in the first ones.
I like to think that there was just like one Pokemon made of candy, and it's just gone from the world now because everyone's just like, it's not really good for battling.
That's a good thought.
It's just good for candy.
That's a good thought, and I can't believe they haven't expanded on more candy type Pokemon. I feel like they're heading in that direction though, because Milcery I think is one of the newer, or not Milcery, a Swirlix is
I don't like
newer.
Sentient candy?
I don't like the idea of having candy themed Pokemon. I don't know.
I love
weird.
it. The aesthetics. Well, then you have like Goodra, which is like a goo dragon. I mean, like Pokemon's always been all over the place.
But would you eat Goodra though? I would not.
I think it's like the same thing as eating a muck. Maybe
I'm
better,
sure,
but
I'm sure Goodra would taste like okra.
Ooh.
Yeah. Rose is no. Brody's like, that's a good point. We should fry Goodra.
I mean, okra is pretty
really
gooey.
Slimy, and it's a slimy vegetable I eat, and I like it.
You chew into it, it feels like you got some
mucusy. Like, I hate to say that word, but it's mucusy. Like, that's how it tastes.
And it's good.
It is good. I've had pickled okra that was grilled, and it was fucking amazing. The flavor profile, off the charts.
I forgot that it's Zombie Rose in today instead of regular Rose.
Rose would hate it no matter what, though. As soon as I used the word mucus, they were out.
Zombie Rose is a little weak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, it's cool that, like, you have, like, a stand-in to come in whenever, like, you need to do stuff.
I would love a hologram Jess to send places that I don't want to go.
Yeah, Zombie Rose, Hollow Jess, and Brody number 2.
Brody number 2. He's a little more evil than Brody number 1.
He's got a beard.
Yeah, he's got a black goatee.
Yeah. He also says meow.
Yeah.
Meow. He's basically like my Wario.
So before we started talking about all of this stuff, actually, you want to know what? You mentioned earlier that, like, this is a question that we ask people to, like, gauge who they are as a person.
Well, it's like...
And somebody asked me at work today, they're like, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Aww.
And... That's a nice question to ask any coworker, I think.
I think so.
And I went into detail, like, well, as a kid it was Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, reflecting upon, and Pixar's off the table, by the way, because that's not fair to include.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing.
It's a whole other thing entirely. I was like, as a kid, it was definitely Beauty and the Beast, but as an adult, when I'm like reflecting on what movies I enjoy to watch the most now, it would be like Hercules or The Emperor's New Groove.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of things that I feel like comedically have held up.
For me, I go either Hercules or Mulan.
Ah, shit, I forgot about Mulan. Mulan is so... No, I stand by what I said.
Yeah.
James Woods' performance in Hercules is so fucking good.
Mm.
It's so good.
The Dark Crystal.
Is that Disney?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It should be.
That was pretty solid.
I believe it's Disney.
I don't think I've seen that.
No?
I believe it's
Ooh,
Disney.
don't. Well, the movie is dated. They made like the new little mini series on Netflix. That is really good.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to.
Oh, we need to do a Dark Crystal episode. Don't watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it. I'll wait for you guys.
Yeah, but is it Disney?
No, it's Universal.
No.
Ah.
Okay, so
No,
Rose,
it was a
what's your favorite Disney movie?
Hold on.
Yeah, as soon as I saw Jim Henson, I was like, I don't think that's Disney.
I have to. Zombie Rose has to Google something.
Zombie Rose.
Here's another Pokemon. Here's another legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Uxie? Uxie. Would you guys eat it?
Ulexi?
Uxie?
I'm looking that up. How do you spell that?
Oh, no.
Oh.
No. See, here's my thing with a lot of the psychic types in general and a lot of the legendaries. I think this is a pseudo legendary now.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a pseudo legendary.
they look a lot like humans or have humanoid qualities to them. They're very anthropomorphic, and like to me, that just is gonna make me not want to eat you at all. Like, could you eat an Incineroar? It looks like a giant furry.
It's a tiger-ish. Oh, well, no, not if
Not
it's a furry.
take the Smash Brothers off the table, because I know that's what you're thinking about right
I'm
now.
always thinking about Smash
You're
Brothers.
thinking about Smash Bros right now. It's not what we're talking about. Can I just say, like, the disappointment that I felt when I chose Litten as my starter for my first playthrough of Moon.
And then it turned into...
And then it turned into Incineroar? This is the heartbreak.
I have it.
You have to go Poplio all the way, guys.
They got... What? No, they got muscles. It was that Poplio and the owl archer guy.
No,
right?
you gotta go Poplio. Because Prima Marina is such a badass.
Black Cauldron.
Oh, Black Cauldron. That's different from Dark Crystal.
It's very different, but both are amazing movies.
Hey, also guys, I hate to be weird about this, but this is also Dan's from Game Grumps' favorite Disney movie too.
Dan from Game Grumps, come on the
That's
show.
like
Jess really wants to meet
Hold
you.
on a minute.
Stop. I
That's
do love
three?
Dan.
No, that's 3 references to Dan from Game Grumps.
I love Game Grumps, guys. I'm really sorry. I really do. I love Aaron and Dan.
Yeah, there's nothing to apologize for.
But honestly, I spent years, I'm not gonna lie, I spent like the past 2 years since I watched The Dark Crystal for the first time a few years ago, and I legitimately and truly thought it was Disney.
I think that happens all the time.
I honestly thought it was a Disney movie.
Yeah.
I completely forgot it was Universal.
Did you say your favorite Disney movie, Brody? Did I miss it?
Oh, I was between Hercules and Mulan.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to think like recent.
Those are good. I just thought that was a fun question to ask somebody because I was like,
Moana.
shit. Now that I
Oh,
think
Moana's,
about it,
I actually haven't seen Moana.
Moana's really
I
good.
know
You
the
would love
song.
it. The music is by
Lin-Manuel Miranda, right?
yeah,
I love that guy.
and Jermaine Clement does a really good song in there that I like.
He's the big crab thing, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
He sings "Shiny."
But no, usually when I want to ask like a vetting question, I need to really like pierce through layers of trying to act normal.
I ask people the trolley problem.
The trolley problem is a good one.
I did that like at the restaurant for icebreakers with people for a very long time. I just ask everyone the trolley problem.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed the man overboard. Or I just jumped ship and let them all die.
I don't. Yeah,
That's the better option.
No, I don't make a decision because you don't need to jump ship. You're controlling the lever on the side.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't.
No,
do,
so
my
if you
my
had-
answer is always
no.
I don't do anything.
You
Yeah.
had three options.
There's 2 options.
No, you push the person overboard.
Who's
no,
the person?
You're not on the trolley.
Oh, I'm not.
No, you're not on the trolley. Is
Okay,
the way
the version. Oh, yeah, I know. The version that you're talking about. You can either let it kill one person or kill 4
or
people.
redirect it to kill 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I always say, it's not my decision to make. I don't get involved.
That's a good one because there really isn't any like real answer.
There is no real answer. It's just a way to break down how someone's brain works and how, like, emotionally how they are as a person.
Although I do think that you are the closest thing to correct when you say you don't do anything. Because if you're a bystander, then, someone dies and it sucks.
Oh, ethically, I'm correct.
Yeah, but if let's say you're going...
U.S. bystander laws will protect you.
Mhm.
FYI. So,
Unless you're in the
The
Seinfeld
bystander
finale.
effect. Fuck.
yeah.
Did y'all see the Seinfeld finale?
No,
It's
I'm
like-
not a big Seinfeld person, but I love Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh my god, I just found out like they were making new episodes for like 3 weeks now and I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
there's
But-
been a few new
What?
seasons.
Yeah, I know, right? There's new
Yeah,
Curb.
yeah. And it's still just as good. It's unbelievable.
What's that face? Do you not like Larry David?
Look, Seinfeld ended, let it die. That's all I'm saying.
How
It's nothing like Seinfeld.
dare you?
Let it
Bring back
die.
Real Rose. I'm over Zombie Rose.
Yeah.
Let it die.
Zombie Rose, Curb Your Enthusiasm is absolutely nothing like Seinfeld. It's better.
It's more yelling.
It's better.
No,
Let's be honest.
But like the Seinfeld finale is just like you're bringing up bystander laws, where it's like the Seinfeld gang watch a guy get robbed and make fun of him,
I'm sorry. That's funny.
and then they're like arrested for it because like, hey, you didn't help this guy out. That's
Well,
illegal
they
in this
don't-
place.
I mean, they don't have to. You don't have to do anything.
The
Right.
alleviation of responsibility, guys. Someone else is going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
But I don't know. It was just like a bullshit law, and they were all went to court, and then they went to jail, and that's how the show ends.
So there's another way to rephrase the trolley problem that I really like for people that find it a little too confining or like that it's too abstract and I can think of too many possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a doctor. Okay?
Okay.
You have 5 patients that are going to die and they need organ transplants. You have one healthy patient that if you took their organs from them, you could save those 5 lives.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Nothing.
Well, yeah. See how easy the conclusion is when you take this same exact problem and just rephrase it in a different scenario?
You can't. You would. That
Well,
would
you
be
took a Hippocratic
organ
oath.
trafficking.
Well, cookie cutter like morality is like, hey, I want to use this guy's organ to save five people,
That would be
but it's the same.
market.
But it's the same problem. You're a murderer.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah.
You could also just.
You know when you're not a murderer when you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so say you take their organs and they're not a match.
Let's say
you just killed 6 people for no reason.
You're overthinking this too much. Okay, let's say like even hypothetically.
That's
like,
the point.
Okay, hypothetically, like you would not get in trouble at all. Like you hide your tracks really well. Like no one suspects you. Everything looks legit. You somehow get the other patient to die a brain death, and all of the organs are harvestable and valid for the other candidates.
Okay. I still do nothing.
Was he an organ donor?
Yeah, they're all organ donors.
Okay.
Nah.
I say
Because I have not. I have no medical.
you line them up based on their merit, and then you choose to save them whether or not they can help you.
You make them fight to the death.
Yes.
Winner gets the
You need this
organs.
kidney? Earn it.
Prove it. Show me you need the kidney.
Oh,
Stab
you don't
this
have
guy
health
in the
insurance?
kidney.
Get the fuck out of here.
Welcome to America.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I was about to say. All right, Jess, you mentioned this before. That it's a kids show. Is Pokemon still for kids?
I think the anime is still directly for children, even though I still watch it.
Yeah,
but that's not saying a lot.
It's very much Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, I still watch a lot of kids shows, so that's I don't know. I have a different taste than some people.
I would definitely say the games are. Well, no, I was about to say the games are more directed towards like adult audience, but now I think about it, they've only gotten
shorter.
easy. They're shorter and easier.
They've only gotten easier. The games when we were kids were brutal in terms of the grind.
I couldn't get out of the first town.
Oh.
Crystal, I couldn't get out.
Oh, you did try to play it.
Is it because you couldn't beat someone?
No, you have to go through Viridian Forest.
You can't. I can't get.
You just don't have any sense of direction.
No.
You're like Zorro from One Piece.
Look, I got spoiled by Assassin's Creed and my damn mini map. That's clear to hell.
Oh, there ain't no map in Pokemon.
The modern day mini map.
Actually, in Crystal, I think you do get a town map that you can pull up. It's not super helpful. It's just like a highlighted giant line to where each town is. It's not.
Yeah, but eventually you get a map, but I can't get out of the first
I've played Red, Yellow, Blue, and Crystal so many times. I know the map like the back of my hand where
I'm
to
just
go.
imagining Rose playing with like a little Game Boy, and it's like, this shit's impossible.
I'm imagining Rose being like, "Fuck you, Jess. It looks like shit." I'm going on and on, like, "Yeah, it's the first one where you can be a girl and the sprites are animated." I'm like selling it so hard, and Rose can't even get out of the first town. I think Pokemon is like directed by the company to children, but is most beloved by millennials and old Gen was it Zers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like it's most loved by people our age.
And I'm just thinking about like the most recent Pokemon coming out, the Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond or whatever.
Oh, that's for us.
That's definitely for us because like if they wanted to, they could just make a new Pokemon game. But this is like a pretty.
Well, I mean, we had Legend of.
Oh, you have Arceus coming out. And that's just breaking.
That's for
formula.
us though too.
That's
like literally everything
it's all
we've ever
mine.
wanted. An open world Pokemon game where
my god, I've had so many conversations where it's like, what if they did Breath of the Wild with Pokemon?
And they tried to give it. I mean, look, Poke fans out there, everyone here, keep prepared to be disappointed because we're going to be.
Oh my god, the expectations are way too high.
Yeah, mine are low. So low.
Mm-hmm.
I'm anticipating it to be clunky mechanics, not as open of a world as I anticipate, and not being excited by the Pokemon available in the region. But simultaneously, my expectations are so low that I know I'm going to love it. We'll do a review as soon as we can.
As soon as it comes out, we'll talk about it.
After I put about 30 hours in, I'll have a fair review.
To be fair, though, we finally have a normal ghost type Pokemon.
Who?
Normal Ghost?
We have a ghost that's normal type.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna look that up now.
Yes.
But I'm just thinking about like the new Diamond and Pearl and how that's like a very one-to-one remake, despite having like the updated graphics and all that.
Because we just got...
Yeah, Zora and Zorak.
Yes. And it looks majestic.
Oh, that little cutie.
Oh, the one that looks like a Vulpix ripoff?
Yes.
I'm down with that.
I like it.
I love Vulpix and Ninetales, so I'm fine with that.
Would you eat Vulpix?
Nah. Like, would I eat a fox? No. Not unless I had to.
I mean, I would eat a Ninetales. Maybe I'd hack out.
Ninetales is big enough.
Yeah, I'd hack off one of the tails.
They are ghost type though too, so that's something to take into consideration.
Yeah, you can't really eat ghosts.
Yeah, I don't think you can eat ghosts.
Despite my efforts.
Despite trying a lot.
If we ever do go ghost hunting, I'm bringing like a little picnic set.
We need to go ghost hunting.
We need to go ghost hunting.
Yeah,
I'll bring a Pokeball.
We'll look more into that. I think like spring or summer would be a good time to ghost hunt, just so we don't have to worry about the weather. So what?
No, I was thinking like a nice spring evening ghost hunting.
Yeah, doesn't it sound nice?
It sounds fucking serendipitous.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And ghost hunting with normal Rose.
Ghost hunting with normal Rose. Zombie Rose can sit this one out.
Yes. Zombie Rose will take it back.
They can go back into their coffin and go into the half slumber.
You guys asked though, is Pokemon for kids or adults? And it's funny because I was talking with a coworker the other day, and they do not like the Sword and Shield specifically because like they ran through the campaign in 20 hours or less, and I had to remind them. I'm like, I didn't like it my first playthrough, but I played it again and I loved it. So for those of you that have tried it and wrote it off, just give it another go and try to actually finish your decks and stuff. It's truly a lot of fun. But they were like, I wish the main campaign was more challenging. And I'm like, yeah, I had the same thought. And then it's like, whatever, Jess, you're fucking 32. Like, this game is for kids. Like, how challenging is it going to be?
I honestly like the length.
There should be level scaling, though.
Yeah.
I like the length of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
It is the perfect length. Yeah, I will agree with that.
That one was really good. The only thing I didn't like that I actually really like about Sword and Shield is when you get to the final champion. Yeah, like when you go through the chambers in Ultra Sun and Moon, it's literally you have to keep fighting. There's really no point. I mean, you exit the chamber, but you have to physically heal your Pokemon. They don't automatically reset like they do in Sword and Shield, which I found really nice.
Yeah, that's kind of like what it was. That's old school.
Yeah, that's old school. I'm cool with them auto-healing my Pokemon after leaving a match because in Sword and Shield, it was the first time you got to battle in like an actual gym, like in the anime. And I would just imagine that there's a place for you to heal your Pokemon in between matches.
Yeah. And Ultra Sun and Moon, that wasn't the case. You just kind of end up...
Well, no, because you're just in the wild doing like weird, like,
no, I'm talking about the
tribal
very
quests.
End, when you're going through...
The Elite Four?
The Elite Four.
Mm-hmm.
You, like, at the very end, when you were battling the Elite Four, you don't have, like...
Oh, I think all Elite Four is like that. Yeah, you have to load up on your potions and stuff for every Elite Four. You don't get to heal in between.
But in Sword and Shield, though, that wasn't the case.
I don't remember the Elite Four for Sword and Shield.
I think they heal you up. Like it's
They
just like,
they
automatically heal you
yeah.
in Sword and Shield.
I don't
and then
like
there's
that.
yeah, and then you can like don't have to fight them again. It used to just be like you got to go through like the whole. Like,
you have to fight everybody.
Yeah,
you have to fight everybody.
One after
but
the other.
in Sword and Shield and in Sun and Moon, though, you can play the Elite Four again and again, which I do like, and it gets harder and they level up more. So, the give and the take, I'll take more replay value over.
I will say I did like the Battle Tower.
I didn't do a lot of the Battle Tower.
What was Battle Tower again?
In Sword and Shield, so in Sun and Moon, at the very end, you get a Type 0. But if you go in Sword and Shield, you can get a Type 0 at the Battle Tower, and it's basically the tower that you fight, the main villain, President Rose?
Yeah.
Yeah, President Rose. You have to, like, fight his... Yeah. Thanks, man. Slandering the good name of Rose.
Yeah.
So you have to fight you're all the way up to the top of this tower. But at the very end, when you beat the game, when you beat the campaign, you can go back to the tower. And it's like, oh yes, we've commandeered it, and now it's the battle tower. So like each level gets progressively harder. At the very beginning of the battle tower, when you first enter, you talk to someone and they'll give you a Type 0.
Nice.
Or Type Null.
Yeah, I was gonna say Type Null.
Type
Null. Which I never use. I only do it to complete my decks.
I have several Type Nulls, and I wanted to get a Fairy type. I have like 5 of them.
Oh yeah, whatever you download onto them, the disc is what moves they're gonna have. I do think that's interesting. Like it's another man-made Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. I just want to think like if you were to make a Pokemon game specifically for an adult audience who's been playing this for like 20 years now.
You gotta give them the option
to have big
large
boobs.
tits.
Yeah, big boobs.
Gotta have.
We discussed this.
First thing on the agenda: big old titties.
Yeah, why can't I give my character boobs? I had boobs when I was 12 years old. I know that's how old that character is. Why can't my character have it?
Or just like play an adult character.
I would like to play at least an 18-year-old. I don't think that's asking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually like to see what happens when the kids age up. Like, I don't think it's talked a lot.
Well, I know one of them goes up to a mountain and you challenge him and he just stays there forever. That's what happened to Red.
Yeah, Red and his brother?
Blue.
Red and Blue.
The rival.
Like, you see him...
Blue is Gary, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, whatever. Blue is fucking Gary.
You see both of them in Ultra Sun and Moon. They're just chilling.
Yeah.
And they, like...
Well, they live lives just like how Hop's brother did. Like,
yeah,
you,
like...
You
yeah,
speak, you have speaking engagements, you battle.
You become a sports star, you got sponsorships.
Yeah, you got sponsorships.
You
do,
turn
like,
into LeBron James.
Yeah. You're...
Yeah, but, like, you don't really see enough of the aged-up Pokemon trainers.
Yeah.
You really don't.
And even in, like, the games, it's like, hey, you are the Pokemon trainer. You're just out here doing your own adventure. There's no other guy
Well, you guys know about the, like, all the theories, like, on the first Pokemon, like, why there's no, like, young men anywhere, because there was, like, a giant war.
I have heard about that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That, it's just a theory. It's not...
So just to, like, run through the fan
like
theory, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Matt, Pat, you have some explaining to do.
I think he actually did do that video. Basically, like, there was a Pokemon war, and that's why Lieutenant Surge is, like, talking about that, and all the men and stuff just went over there, and it's like... there's
young men and middle-aged men, that's why you only encounter old men in the game that aren't, like, professors.
Right. Basically, there just was a war.
Or sailors.
Yeah, and you're just in a baby boomer generation of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's kind of upsetting.
Really depressing.
That would be the adult game.
That would be the adult game, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Call of Duty, modern Pokemon.
I don't even say make it overtly adult,
cool
but you could make it at least more tweeny, like teeny bopper stuff.
I'm just gonna say Vanguard looks cool as hell.
What's Vanguard?
Call of Duty. Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh, is that
I've heard it's good. Yeah, people keep talking to me about it. I'm not a big Call of Duty person.
I've been over it.
I like first-person shooters with a little more flair and fantasy and fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't like Nazi zombies?
I've never actually played Nazi Zombies, but I've heard that's like the fun part of it.
I like stuff like BioShock and Fallout and Borderlands, like stuff like that.
Overwatch is good.
Yeah.
You know, like, it doesn't get enough credit. The campaigns in Call of Duty are really fun.
I have played some of the campaigns in Call of Duty. Yeah, they're fun. That's just not the type of stuff that I play, though.
But I'm just still thinking about, like, lack of flair. There's one... do you remember, I think it was Modern Warfare 2, the Black Diamond level, where it's like you come in, sneaking in during a snowstorm, scaling an ice wall, using a heart rate monitor to check on the environment, go inside, steal a bunch of documents, and then snowmobile your way out while shooting around, and then you have to do
Inception.
and then you have to do like a giant like leap at the end, and you just barely get over, and it's fucking awesome.
It is great. I do remember.
Do you remember that?
I do.
It's awesome.
Y'all need to play Hitman, is what it sounds like.
No, I've seen gameplay. Shout out to Jack. Sean McLaughlin. I hope I said that right, Jack.
I mean, you use the accent, so of course it's right.
Yeah, you would love that.
I watched him play it, and it you know...
You gotta watch Call Me Kevin play Hitman. He's also friends with Jacksepticeye. They're both Irish lads.
No, I don't know. I've seen gameplay of it. It's not really.
What I like about the Hitman series is there's much how like why Assassin's Creed is popular is there's multiple ways to solve a mission and to complete the mission. And that's what I like about Hitman. So it doesn't hold your hand through anything. There's multiple different ways for you to assassinate your target. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's it. I love that.
I just want to bring us back to So
we derailed so badly.
oh my god,
it's fine.
Is this the most flip-floppy episode we've ever had where we abandoned talking about Pokemon and it's like, so the problem with the trolley problem...
We can blame it on Zombie Rose.
Well, Zombie Rose is just infecting this whole thing.
Yeah.
She bit me earlier and I feel kind of funny.
Oh, I don't think it matters either way.
I'll be
We're having
fine.
a good time.
I got a vaccine for it. But just bringing it back to a more adult-centered Pokemon game. Step 1, boobies. Step 2, difficulty scale.
Difficulty scaling, and step 3, I would at least like the option to increase the text speed even more, or just be able to skip huge chunks of it.
I want it to be like full-on cutscenes. No longer like have subtitles, sure, but I would like to see cutscenes.
I gotta be honest with you,
No.
I have never read a single word in a Pokemon game.
You don't have to.
I blew through in.
I don't want the full-on
Ultra Sun and Moon.
cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
I had zero patience for any of the text.
Or-
I was like, give me, I don't care, give me the game.
Yeah,
Can
give
you
me-
mark at the beginning if you played it or not, and it'll just skip all the cutscenes?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good right there too. So you've played it before, so it goes ultra fast through the text and then skips all that, because we don't want to do that shit. I've played
Ooh,
this.
can I go on another digression?
Yes.
Multiple save slots.
Yeah.
They solved that though.
Oh
Nintendo
yeah. When,
doesn't really
Well,
do
when they
that
made-
in general.
when they made the Switch, it kind of solves the problem. But I remember back in the day, it was me and my brother when we had Pokemon Emerald and one Game Boy, one game for the both of us. He would always have like his real game, and I was sometimes allowed to start a new game and not overwrite it. So it was just a matter of like, okay, today I'm going to see how far I can get through, and before eventually my brother wants it again, and I have to delete everything so he can keep all of his stuff.
That's terrible, and I'm really sorry you didn't get a second Game Boy.
Yeah, well.
It is what
I
it is.
like that though. I like that there isn't it like the point of that having like.
It was fun to be
one-
like, oh, now I'm going to pick Mudkip, and next
Yeah.
time Torchic or
I mean,
whatever.
yeah. I mean, it just. Oh yeah, Torchic would be a nice spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yes, fried Torchic.
You fry it in regular, and it's already seasoned like a Nashville hot chicken.
Marinated in pickle juice for like 12 hours.
Mm.
Oh.
Look at how sleepy Gertrude is. She's never this. Look at her.
Aw.
She's tired.
Hi, Gertie.
She's all tuckered out.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, now we say that. She's like, I went on a long walk today.
Oh, she's got attention now and suddenly got the spring in her step.
No, you can tell she's still tired.
Oh, Gertie.
She's like Gertie break.
Gertie break. So,
Us, our
step
dogs.
4.
Yes.
War.
War.
I keep saying it. I said it for step 2
War?
and 3.
But what is it good
War.
for?
Everything.
Absolutely nothing.
No, it's good for the economy.
Yeah, well, that
Aw.
is okay. Dick Chaney, yeah.
Oh, that
Dude, you're
that pierced
vicious
right through
today,
me.
Rose.
Zombie Rose is on another level of
I didn't know you
commentary.
were such a capitalist, but you're absolutely right. War is really good for for some people in the
That's the
economy.
villain, Dick Chaney.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney's the villain of Pokemon.
Yeah,
He wants to-
Giovanni, Dick Chaney.
He needs it to find another heart.
Didn't Dick Chaney have, like, he wouldn't have a Persian, though. Dick Chaney would have, like, didn't he breed Labradors?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't see him with a Stoutland.
No, this is kind of perfect. This is exactly what Pokemon villains are all about. They
What
all
Pokemon would Dick Chaney have, guys?
Put it in the comments or email us.
Yes, make us your Dick Cheney.
Oh, better question. George W. Bush, what would his Pokemon be?
Probably something Texas-like, like a Taurus.
No.
No, I'm just thinking about like a steer.
I feel it.
What's the purple monkey with the hand on its tail?
Oh, Apom?
Yeah, he would have an Apom.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just slap
George
it.
Bush is very monkey-like.
Yeah, he is. I gotta tell you, like, I was never a big fan of his until I saw him, like, giving Michelle Obama candy. Like,
Aww.
What?
there's, like, photos of them, like, laughing and he's handing her candy. I have nothing against the man personally. I don't even care about
That's like
politics that much anymore.
That's
but...
the best thing he's done. Give candy to a better woman.
Yes, it's so cute. He also is a very talented painter.
What?
I
Yeah.
mean,
What?
So was Hitler. I'm just gonna say.
That was Hitler. Birdie, that's the funniest thing you said all day.
But no,
Hitler,
Dick Chaney.
Hitler was a talented painter, and can you imagine if that had been encouraged in his young life, where we would be right now as a world?
Yeah.
I feel like someone worse probably would have come along.
What Pokemon would Hitler have?
Oh, that's a good. Oh,
Is this too much? Is
Houndoom.
this the
Houndoom.
line? Is this the threshold that we're crossing in this podcast about Pokemon? We were all talking about Pokemon. We were happy.
And now it's what
Pokemon
Pokemon would Hitler have?
This is the flip-floppiest episode.
Houndoom, for sure.
Houndoom, yeah.
Yeah. That would be, because I'm thinking Doberman
Cubone.
Pinscher.
Cubone.
Don't do that to Cubone.
Well, hey, Cubone's still my bones, so.
Ooh, Tom Hanks. What Pokemon would he have? Let's
the
lighten the
best.
palette. Yeah.
What about Mr. Rogers? What Pokemon would he have?
I think he would have like
The same as Tom Hanks. It's a twofer.
No, I think Tom Hanks would have like, really good but really powerful stuff. Tom Hanks would probably have a Snorlax because that's a good mate.
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, I can just imagine him like. I can just think of like a bunch of Pokemon that are just like little puppies.
We could give him the legendaries from Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, the
No, he gets the.
I'm not thinking like he wouldn't be a big dog guy.
What's the Stoutland's first evolution?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The doggo.
Yeah, he's like a little Yorkshire Terrier.
Or what about the electric corgi?
The corgi. Yeah, what's its name?
I don't know.
I never use them in the game.
Look, guys, we are lifelong Pokemon fans, but these new ones got us fucked up.
Those two are lifelong. I'm still the baby.
Yamper. Dude, Mr. Rogers would have a Yamper for sure. I can already picture Yamper like sitting next to him.
Oh, and he would have a fish. I remember. I remember that was like the beginning of his.
You guys, look at this. Look at this.
Oh.
It's so cute. It's a splootin' Yamper with a big old corgi butt.
You gotta send me that so I can put it in the episode.
Yeah, I'll save it up here.
I'm probably gonna censor it.
Yeah, so.
You gotta censor this part, right?
Yeah, I'll put it up. You know exactly what I'm censoring.
It's really cute. It's super cute.
A Goldeen.
He would have. That was like I don't know if it's legitimate. I think I heard it on like Reddit. But he always feeds his fish in the intro. And he always says like, hey, I'm feeding my fish right now. Because there was a blind girl who apparently listens to the show. And she said, hey, I want to know you're feeding your fish and all of that.
Yeah, she was worried about the fish that they weren't getting fed. And children are just so amazing. That's so sweet.
So he would have a Yamper, a Goldeen.
A Yamper and a Goldeen. Mr. Rogers.
With an Eevee.
Yeah.
I can see him with a little Eevee too.
Yeah, but Eevee never evolves. Stays in Eevee.
She's gonna stay in Eevee.
I bet he would have. Was it Mimiuk, the thing that looks like a sack Pikachu?
Oh, Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Yeah, I can
He would. He would have that, and you'd be like, I like you for you.
Yeah. Mimikyu would like. Well, here's the thing: is Mr. Rogers would make Mimikyu feel so accepted and loved that it would take off its Pikachu suit, and then we could see the horror beneath.
Isn't that a thing? Like, if you actually see it, it's something so terrifying it'll drive you mad.
Maybe. I don't remember. I think the Dex entries they're always different with each game, but I know it wears the Pikachu outfit because it wants to be as loved as Pikachu, which is really sweet and sad all at the same time.
Aww.
But at the same time, that's all of us.
I think if Gertie were a Pokemon, she'd be electric type.
She would just be Yamper.
She would be your Pikachu.
There isn't a Chihuahua Pokemon, is there?
There should be. There isn't. And they're a very popular breed.
What's the
I've talked
Ferret?
Ferret, yeah,
Who would have a Ferret? My mother would have a Ferret.
I've talked about it before. Pumpkin the pit bull. I love her. She is definitely ground fighting type.
Yeah, absolutely.
Akamaru is just an old grouchy man. So
Akamaru could be normal.
He would be a normal.
Normal or dark. Like, surprisingly, he's dark type. You know what I mean?
Normal and dark. I can see that.
He would, oh my gosh, the werewolf.
Rock and Lycanroc.
Lycanroc. What was it before? The Pokemon that...
Rockruff.
Rockruff. That's what he would be. He would be Rockruff.
Gertie kind of looks like Rockruff.
A little bit.
Little tiny little Rockruff baby.
She fluffy. But yeah, I'm just thinking, what else would Mr. Rogers have? We got...
Honestly, Mr. Mime. And I know a lot of people will fight me on that, but I really feel like if Pokemon Journeys has revamped Mr. Mime's image, he's a huge badass. And he, wins a huge battle for Ash.
I just don't feel good.
Bulgarian.
Mr. Mime.
I just don't feel good around Mr. Mime.
No, it's what's his name?
He's cute to
Jess?
me.
What's the Bulgarian?
Mr. Rhyme.
Mr.
Rhyme.
Yeah,
That's-
Mr. Rhyme is creepy though.
It-
He's got like a bowler hat, he's ice type, and he's like all cold and shit.
Look, I've called Mr. Mime a homunculus earlier, and that's very much what he is.
Yeah.
Just a weird humanoid, not super intelligent, still very obedient Pokemon. And
Oh, my bones.
I don't approve. I just do not approve.
If you could have one Pokemon, Brody, that's not Lapras, because I know you're gonna say Lapras. Realistically, that could live with you right now.
Can I?
You couldn't have a Lapras right now.
Can I explain
What's
why
Lapras?
I want Lapras?
Yeah, you can,
What's
but
Lapras?
you don't-
Lapras is the ice water type. It looks like the Loch Ness monster.
It's
with
what
ice.
Ash has that he rides
yeah.
around on. It's the little sprite that you surf on in earlier games is Lapras.
Yes, for that exact reason.
That's
Boat
what-
trip. I want a big old boat trip with my Lapras buddy. Because,
Wouldn't you have a buddy then, and not just like a Lapras Pokemon?
but the Pokemon is the buddy. It's
Yeah, they're your best friend.
it's a partnership,
I guess.
Yeah.
and that's why
Maybe
that's
Okay.
why I want the
Bernie,
Lapras.
If you couldn't have a Lapras, what would it be?
I would probably just want something that would make
That could
for a
live in
good-
your apartment with you.
Okay, so probably not like Slugma, which will just set my shit on fire.
You like Slugma?
I don't like Slugma.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just...
That's my favorite.
Who
thing.
likes Slugma, though, actually?
I like Slugma.
That's my favorite
No, I
thing.
don't.
No,
I'm
you
just-
don't. You're just trying to be devil's advocate today, but Slugma sucks.
I'm trying so hard not to say Slugma dick right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Smegma. We're like almost right there together.
Oh,
Brady, can you tell everybody what you wrote on my wall on my farm or my Animal Crossing village?
oh yeah, so I went to Hazel Falls. Nice.
That's what I named my new Animal Crossing island because I just started the game over again, and I was like, oh wow, the waterfalls are a really pretty color. I wanted something nice sounding.
And I was like, Hazel Falls, more like Hazel Balls.
That's what he fucking wrote on my post, my bulletin board in my town square. Forever immortalized there.
Hell yeah.
More like Hazel Balls.
Or
Thanks,
would you
Brody.
write at Cerberus, like my island?
He would write something dirty too.
Probably. What's it called again?
Cerberus.
Oh,
Spot.
dude.
Yes, I named my.
I would just write a blank post note that says fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I did a post on your bulletin board and I just wrote, this is my post, and I drew flowers everywhere.
I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to think like a Pokemon for just a good. You know, I think
Rose, I already know yours is Eevee, but if it couldn't be Eevee.
I think I would go back to Apom.
Apom?
Apom. I feel like after watching Tiger King, I realized that anyone who has a monkey for a pet is an actual insane person. But I mean, come
Yeah.
on. It's a funny monkey that'll
Elvis
just hang
Presley
out.
Had a monkey.
What's coming?
Elvis Presley had
Like
a
he
monkey.
just said, you're an
Yeah.
absolute nut job. If Elvis Presley was crazy.
He was.
He also had well, for a short period of time, didn't he have peacocks?
Oh, I mean,
I would
yeah,
believe it.
sure. Peacocks. Hugh Hefner had peacocks.
Mhm.
I'm sure Michael Jackson did too.
Fucking just rainbow turkeys.
And you can just say,
all around.
and I can just say, all those people are crazy.
You heard me.
Rainbow turkeys.
I love it. Okay, if mine couldn't be,
It can't be Eevee.
oh lordy,
Rose's favorite Pokemon is Eevee.
because
Better
it
yet,
can-
it has to be a evolution. You get one.
Oh, that's an even harder question.
Shit.
You only get one evolution.
Oh, you look so stumped.
And no Eevee, so...
Flareon or Sylveon?
Really, Flareon. You
Flare-
can't cuddle Flareon.
Flareon's a hazard.
Yeah, Flareon's a fire hazard.
You can cuddle Flareon. What are you talking about?
Be nice in the winter.
Yeah, that's true.
Be nice when you're sick.
I like Vaporeon, but Vaporeon would be like sticky all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vaporeon, like, it's just like one of those things where it's like,
What
it
about
looks slimy.
Umbreon? Umbreon would be nice.
Umbreon would be cool.
Leafeon would be weird.
It all would be weird, to be fair.
No, it's just like
Leaf veil would be nice because you don't have to feed it. You just let it lay in the sunny spot.
Yeah. Photosynthesis.
Mm.
If I couldn't have a Pikachu,
Sylveon.
I would definitely need like a small little buddy to go everywhere with
Sylveon.
me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Sylveon. I like my fairy types. But if I couldn't have
Jigglypuff for me.
Mm.
Yeah, Jigglypuff. Absolutely.
Just like
sassy best friend who can sing really good and has an attitude and like a good personality.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
for. That's true. I would love to have a Jigglypuff. They're always portrayed in the anime as like super sassy and like really funny and got quirky. I would want a Jigglypuff.
Can it be a legendary?
No.
No.
No, it's too unrealistic. Yeah, of course it could be a legendary.
I'm thinking too, like with Jigglypuff, you can still just do what I said earlier. It's like, hey, I really have a big morning tomorrow. Can you just give me some sleep stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sing a little song for me.
Gengar.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Gengar. I want.
Gengar's got a good sense of humor too.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
very
Gengar's
mischievous.
silly.
People don't like ghost types because they're so mischievous, but I mean, just.
Well,
give them
what I
the
was gonna
attention.
say is like Gengar from Gen 1 is probably one of the most popular. People love Gengar.
Mm-hmm.
I like Gengar.
And what's not to love?
Is it mostly just because like he's the only like real ghost type of his
yeah. Well,
like early on?
yeah.
Mhm.
And for many generations, I still
What's
feel like there
the
aren't enough ghost
candelabra?
types.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a candelabra or the chandelier?
Oh,
Yeah, Chandelure.
like the
Chandelier.
Mhm.
Yeah, I do that one.
And
too.
like it falls from like Litwick or something like
Yeah.
that.
I would like Litwick.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
cute.
nice.
So Gengar or Chandelier?
All right.
Oh, you know
Stick
what?
with ghosts.
You know what? I would
Nice.
like a Jigglypuff or Sinistea.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I love Sinistea. I'm actually contemplating a Sinistea.
Oh, Sinistea is the one that comes in the little teapot, right?
That's
No,
that's
that's,
Poltergeist.
Oh, that's-
Sinistee is the first evolution. Little ghosty in a teacup.
That's right.
It's adorable.
It's also a Bulgarian Pokemon?
Yeah, it's from the Galarian region.
So I had a question because we were talking about visiting each other's islands. What Pokemon would live?
Oh, would be native to your Animal Crossing island?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That's a good question.
Why have they not done that? Why have they not made a Animal Crossing that's Pokemon characters?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
What
said that
Pokemon?
before.
Have I? Probably.
Yeah, you told me you would love to have an Animal Crossing, but instead of the villagers, it's Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you catch them? And you looked at me like I was insane. You're like, you don't. You just.
I don't know. How do you catch the other villagers? You just say like,
Recruit
hey,
them.
you recruit them. You'd be like, you want to live on this island? It's dope.
Is there a way?
I pay for
Is
everything.
there a way to get if somebody visits your campsite? Is there a way to kick off a villager that lives on your island currently to move in that villager from a campsite?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know that for a fact. I do know that sometimes your other villagers
Yeah, like it's like
will come
every 20
over.
days they'll just decide they want to live. Somebody wants to.
Someone
leave.
will leave, and I think sometimes someone's like, "Hey, I used to live at Hazel Falls, but now I'm over with you."
Oh, that's because we're friends now. So like
Yeah.
we'll get each other's rejects.
The sloppy seconds in Animal
Pretty
Crossing.
much. Well, I only say this because Apollo came to my campsite yesterday, and I really wanted
Aw.
to have Apollo because he was one of my first villagers in the first Animal Crossing.
Apollo being like the big eagle guy.
The big
right?
eagle with the super deep voice. I love Apollo, and
Sweet.
he's one of my first. I didn't get to get him because I tried to convince him to move in. He goes, "No, I got a lot of stuff going on right now," and I'm like, "Fuck." Get turned down by a digital bird. This is great.
I think that would be fun though. Just take the best of both Animal Crossing and Pokemon, and just be like, "Hey, Lucario just joined your island."
What's
They can battle.
Lucario's first evolution?
Oh, Riolu?
Oh my god, I would love to have a Riolu. So cute. They're so cute. I never liked them until I watched the anime, The Journeys. He's so cute in
Did
it.
you ever see, I think it was a movie where Ash and a talking Lucario go to the cave? I think that's the one where there's like all the Reggie Rocks and stuff. That was dope because Lucario actually is like a,
He's
you know,
actually talking.
he's talking, he's got like a grizzled backstory.
Yeah. But to be fair, like all the talking in the American version, I suppose, because it's
Mhm.
really fucked up. In the American version, the only Pokemon who talk have fucked up backstories.
Like Meowth and...
Meowth and Lucario. Both
Maybe-
their backstories are depressing as fuck.
Maybe that's what it is. They need trauma.
Everybody does.
Trauma makes you sentient
Pressure
or
makes
intelligent.
diamonds, guys.
Pressure makes diamonds and pearls.
Yeah.
Or it breaks you. Or it breaks you.
Which ones are you getting? I know me and Rose are getting opposites, so I'm gonna get diamond.
Okay,
Pearl.
I played pearl in my younger days, so I'll probably get pearl. I don't know.
So I'll probably get pearl. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get it on release though. I think I'll wait a little bit.
My sister
Get it.
already ordered it for me for Christmas.
If you get it early release, isn't there like a mythical Pokemon that you can get?
I don't ever pay any
I didn't know
credence
about
to
that.
any of that like early release shit. It's never
No.
worth it.
It's buying a game that you don't know is good yet because you get some shiny object.
Yeah, that's not necessary for anything. The last game I pre-ordered that this was actually worth it was like Fallout 4,
Mm-hmm.
and that was great.
Fallout's tight.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you're a big fan of Fallout in general.
I really am, yeah.
Ouch.
But they even had like a little release party at the GameStop. Like there was pizza and soda, and it was all us Fallout nerds just hanging out together. And I was like, "This is great."
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was so cute. And then we got a discount on the because I pre-ordered it. We got a discount on the DLC package, which was nice because even if you don't like Fallout 4 as a game, the DLC is like top tier shit. Far Harbor is so good.
Well, ouch. Because I do go for the shiny things, but only for franchises I know that it's worth it.
Okay.
So like Assassin's Creed. Valhalla, I didn't do that. I didn't get the opportunity to do for Valhalla. But Origins, I did.
Okay. I feel like,
I've been burned too many times to.
yeah, Assassin's Creed probably has like the weirdest of all that, where it's like you get a cool new mission, or
They
you
are
get.
fucking cool though.
Were they cool?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah,
Or-
I'll believe you, but like a new armor set, or like even like with Red Dead and stuff, it's like a horse or something. It's like whatever.
A horse are just like your gun is gold now. It's like thanks, that doesn't change anything.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
no.
Like it doesn't change
Those
anything.
shiny thingy, no, those shiny things, no, it's not worth it. But if I know the franchise is good, then I'll go for it.
Fair enough.
So
Well-
like, I know Pokemon is good.
Well, that's another thing I'm thinking about
Here's
with
the
like.
thing- Here's the thing, though, is I actually on paper don't really think the games are that good. I just like them.
You
Like
games.
objectively, they're not good
They are a
games.
good time waster.
You know what my main gripe is that I figured out when I was playing the Pokemon Sword?
Yeah.
The only way to win at Pokemon, or the only real strategy, is to simply just have the best of whatever you have. If
Yeah.
you think you can't defeat this, just make your Pokemon better and use a Pokemon that's better than that one.
That's
Do you
why
want
I
to
have-
heal something? You just use the best item for that. There's not really like any sort of niche thing like.
If
I
you
was-
start playing more with other people online, it's a lot more like
Yeah.
EV training and strategy involved. But
And that's a whole nother level.
and that's a whole other thing that I don't even have the time to get into.
There is no way that any Pokemon game can be anywhere as difficult as like actual competitive Pokemon PvP stuff.
No, and the card games too. Like it's just not going to be, and I don't think it needs to be. I really don't. I would like level scaling. I would like choosing a difficulty would be nice.
Yeah, like I want, like some people are just like I want to just
And
experience
harder,
things.
even if it's just like bumping up the health, HP, and the levels of everybody in every gym and on every road. I'd be fine with that. Like that would be cool.
Mhm.
That would be way more of a challenge and a grind for me. And I think that would be simple enough mechanically to do for them, and it would people in our age group would find it very rewarding.
All right. So just going back to our ideas of the ideal adult-centered millennial Pokemon game. Number 1, boobies.
Yeah, big tits.
Yes.
What do we say for number 2? Difficulty, I guess.
Yeah,
Difficulty
we'll
scaling.
say level scaling, difficulty increase.
3 was what again?
Aged up, I think, character? Was it aged up character?
Oh, we kind of covered that with boobies.
We can make that 3 though. Again, like 3 is also once again big tits, but also realistic
Oh.
age representation.
Number 1,
More.
boobs. Number 2, something else. Number 3, more boobs.
more boobs,
Number 4, war.
War.
and number 5, more boobs.
More boobs. But
No dick?
who needs that?
Dick and boobs. Okay, so don't even get me started on this. But you cannot compare them. One's like genitalia, and the other is your chest. Like they're totally different things. Like you want someone's genitals on display. That makes no sense. Also, they have swimmers and outfits that they're speedos in all of the Pokemon.
Number 5, Bulge.
Yeah, there we go. I'll accept Bulge. But there's shirtless men in Pokemon already.
I think it's possible though to have like the ideal long-term Pokemon fan game. I think, but like, would they do that?
Nice
it would be,
have...
yeah.
They wouldn't make that much money off of it, though.
I'm just still thinking about like the
Long-term.
grand Pokemon formula that's kind of been repeated for 2 decades now.
I would like to see one, and it would be a massive game and highly and I mean like really hard to do. But a game where you start in Kanto and you end in
The Galarian region.
Galarian region.
Oh yeah,
okay.
It was like literally you take every region that you've ever gone to, and this is like would be a.
They sort of did that with Crystal, in that you do Kanto and Johto in one go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking like Crystal. Like since Crystal came out, you would do Kanto, Johto, then you would also do sort of Sun and Moon.
I think just circling
Alola.
back to like one of the more recent ones is good enough, because as a business model, that doesn't make any sense for them to do, because they're what's gonna incentivize you if you haven't played those other games to go out and buy them?
That would be like
because the games do not price drop.
No,
but it would be nice to do an open world, like a full-on RPG, where you have the choice to travel to different regions. Like, oh hey, I'm in Alola, but I can go back to Kanto.
Well, it sounds like it's the same formula, but just a lot more of it.
Mm.
Whereas, and I'm hoping that Legends Arceus, whatever it's called, can kind of break the formula a little bit. That seems to be
it will.
That seems to be the main appeal.
Because I know in every Pokemon it's like, oh, you got to catch them all, but really, like, it's to go through, beat the gym leaders, beat the Elite Four. That's the main goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that the Legend of Arceus is more based upon completing your decks.
Yeah.
Which I think most players don't ever do.
What about Pokemon Snap, though?
I loved it.
Oh, it's
wonderful.
That's one of the games that we really haven't talked about.
I loved it. It's
I
wonderful.
talked about it a little bit, being like I want to...
I say like we touched on it. But
Yeah.
Pokemon Snap, you just go through and that's basically what you do. You complete your decks.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
but...
kind of. There's different challenges that you'll get off, like very specific kinds of events that you can catch in each level with certain Pokemon that they have you do. So it's like, it is about completing your decks, but it's also about catching these random events and then causing chains of reactions.
It kind of reminds me of like
photographing
Groundhog Day, where it's like you go through the same routine and you try to make the best of it.
You thought it would get old, but honestly, I found it very replayable. I loved it a lot. I got about 40 hours into it.
Oh my god, yeah. The thing that they did right was they just chucked it full with so many details that you just like have to find every single one of them.
Pretty.
I still have never been able to get to the winter in the magical forest.
Oh, really?
No, I kind of gave up.
I had to cheat. I cheated.
How?
Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta.
You have to look up what to do to like
Where
you gotta throw your orbs and your apples. I tried to go in blind for as long as possible, but
Oh no, I gave up. After like 5 hours of playing, I'm like, alright, where's the guide? I know a guide exists.
I hate that with so many games nowadays where it's like, and this was like the main gripe I had when Red Dead 2 came out, where it's like, hey, find all these dinosaur bones buried somewhere.
Oh my god.
And
in Luigi's Mansion, there were some of the puzzles that were so fucking clever. That it was like the bones. Like you had to look them up.
Well, it's not even like
the
puzzles.
the bones isn't even a puzzle. It's just like you have to traverse almost every level of the map, because it's not just the bones. There's like the cigarette cards too.
Yeah, or
there's
like
a lot of little
some stuff etched on a wall somewhere in this.
Are you talking about finding the vampire in Saint Denis?
Is that the thing?
Yeah, there's a. I had to Google it, but you can. In fact, there is so Saint Denis is based off of New Orleans, and we love our New Orleans vampires.
Old, like what is it? 1899 New Orleans.
There's a vampire you can find in Saint Denis. You get clues written on the walls, and you have to hunt them at night, and you can find them and take a picture of them.
That's awesome.
And kill them if you want to. You find them feeding on somebody. There's a lot of Easter eggs in Red Dead 2, and fun fact, 85% of that game, all side quests, not relevant to the main story, which is how you make a good game.
That's just kind of like what I'm talking about when like you really need to bust out the walkthrough, because like I am not going to comb a desert for like how many hours it takes to find a fucking bone.
No, it's the bones, and then there's treasure hunting as well. So there's like treasure chests to find too. They should have slimmed it down to just one or the other. Mm-hmm. I know it's a long game, but I want to 100% complete it.
But I just can't think of any way to do that other than finding a walkthrough.
No, I agree with you. No, I agree with you absolutely. I don't think it's like overtly cheating, but I do feel like it's also cheating.
Well, it just isn't as satisfying. I
think.
It's
not.
But otherwise, it's just impossible.
Well, guys, I feel like we've talked about a ton of different stuff today. It's our most rambling episode ever.
Yeah, we just came in being like, hey, we'll just do Pokemon for a while.
Because we sit around and just talk about Pokemon on our own already.
Yeah.
So much.
Kind of felt like it would be natural, but we could really just went all over the place.
And with the release this Friday.
This Friday, yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Are they? But so all 3 of those games are coming out on Friday.
Arceus, I think, is coming out in a few months.
Yeah, that would make sense for that to be more of a Christmas release, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think maybe New Year's. I think that's a New Year's.
That is so not smart for them as a company.
I'd have to double check, but I think this big stocking stuffer is going to be the Diamond Pro remakes, and I don't know. Any last recipes? Because we talked about food earlier.
I do have a note to say real quick, and I was really upset that I didn't mention this in our last episode. We did our favorite food movies, and I didn't mention the fucking Grand Budapest Hotel and Mendel's Bakery and the fucking amazing shoe pastry. And I just wanted to side note that into here because I literally, right after you guys left, I was like, fuck. I wanted to talk about it.
And we'll just say that it's made with the little cream Pokemon to make it a real Pokemon recipe.
You could though.
You could.
Oh, you could.
You could whip it up.
You could.
It'll probably kill it.
It looks fanciful and like it would be sold in the battle cafes anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're officially called?
Yeah, the battle cafes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called. Anyways, you go in there and you battle, and that's how you get your ingredients to make your all creme and shit.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, that's where you get the little strawberries. Or whatever you want to put on their head.
Huh.
You have to give that item to the millstream and then do your spins.
Oh, I
haven't
done
done.
No, I haven't done that.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us again today. Sorry we've been all over the place, but it's Monday.
If you have a special Pokemon recipe, Pokemon you think Dick Chaney would have, a solution to the trolley problem, or another Red Dead Redemption story, you can email us at oneframeoff@gmail.com. That's oneframeoff@gmail.com. You can really just write anything.
Literally anything. It doesn't matter.
Hitler's full Pokemon team.
Hitler's full Pokemon team.
What would his 6 be?
Yeah, what would his 6 be? What would Bush's Pokemon be?
Hitler.
That's a hard one.
I want to say Ghost type.
No.
It's
like I didn't kill him.
No.
It's all Weedles and Caterpies. He's not good at it.
He gets the worst Pokemon.
He gets only bug types.
All bug type.
Yeah,
they evolve early and they're
slippery little worm. That Hitler. I don't like him.
No.
You like Heracross though.
I like Heracross.
Yeah, you like Heracross.
I like Heracross more than Hitler.
Who doesn't?
Everybody likes that.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks.
All right.
Hopefully, Normal Rose will be back.
Normal Rose will be back. We can put Zombie Rose back in the coffin. And in the meantime, we'll catch them all.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.